Okay, so today we're going to be going over Unit 5, Lesson 7 notes. This is triangle area by trig, and we're actually reviewing a few of our laws, so law of sine and law of cosine. So in the past, we've done different ways to find areas. We could draw an altitude line down. To make it a right angle, we could use right triangle trigonometry. We could use Pythagorean theorem, and we can also use law of cosines and sines. So with this triangle, first thing we're going to do is, I notice we know two of the angles. I'm going to find that third angle of angle C. So 180 minus 36 minus 68, and that's going to give me 76. So that's an area angle of 76. And what I want to find first, we know that area is 1/2 base times height. I need to find my base first. And since this one is a angle side kind of triangle, we can use law of sines. So I'm going to find my base first. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the angle and the side that I have and the one that I want. And because we want to find a side, we're going to use sides as the numerator. So I'm going to go 12 over sine 36 equals side C, which I don't know, and sine 76. And cross multiply, so we're going to get C sine 36 equals 12 sine 76. And then I want to get C by itself, so I'm going to just go ahead and just divide both sides by sine 36. On your calculator, you're going to go ahead and do the top, equal it, and then divide it by the bottom, and you should get 19.8. So right down here is 19.8. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to find the height. So to get the height, we're going to bring a line down, and we know this becomes a right angle. Now we can actually use trig, and I'm going to use, so from here, I know this is my opposite, this is my hypotenuse. And so I'm going to go, sine, because opposite hypotenuse is sine, so sine 68 equals my opposite, which I don't know, over my height, which is 12. And because x is on the top, we are going to cross multiply, so x equals 12 sine 68, and plug that in, you're going to get 11.1. So this is 11.1. And knowing what our area is, let me get this one. Our area is 1/2. Our base, which is 19.8, times our height, 11.1, we're going to get this one to be 109.9 units squared. Area is always units squared. Now, to find the area of the other one, it is a little bit differently. To find the area when you don't know very much, you're going to go 1/2 side A times side C, and then sine B. So if you remember, that's sort of very similar to what we did for a law of cosines. So very, very similar. And I'm just giving it to you. All right, so Jamal and Jabari are helping Jamal's father with a construction project. He needs to be building. It's going to be building a triangular frame as a piece to be used in a whole project, but he has not been given all the information he needs to cut and assemble the sides of the frame. He is even having a hard time envisioning the shape of the triangle from the information is given. And then here we can see the information. So I'm just going to draw a very basic triangle. Not a right triangle, since we're not dealing mostly with right triangles. And since I see it's A, B, C, I'm just going to go A, B, C. Side A, so side A is going to be 10 meters. Side B, 15 meters. And then I'm just going to erase this for a minute. And angle A is 40 degrees. All right. Well, the first thing I want to do, so that's ours. So Jamal's father has asked them to find the measures of the other two angles and the missing side. We're going to carry out the description as what is below. And so Jamal's approach is to find the angle B using the law of sines. So we're going to find angle B using sines. So we're going to go using sines. I'm going to definitely use my angle A because I have information, and my B will be good there. So since we're finding angles, we're going to put angle on the top. So sine of angle A over the side angle A is equal to sine of B, which we don't know, over side B, which is 15. Then we're going to cross multiply, and I'm going to get 10 side B is equal to 15 sine 40. And then I just like to get the sine B by itself, so I'm going to do that one. So sine B, and I'm going to put that into the calculator. And let's see, whoops, did not put it in. Let me get that. So 15 sine 40, then put equals and then divided by 10. We're going to do 0.964, and I'm going to round it to 2. Now we want to get B by itself, so we're going to take the inverse. And so we're going to find that angle B is going to be 74.6 degrees. Oops, that wasn't good. And so I'm going to put that in for angle B is 74.6 degrees. Now we're going to find the measure of angle B using, I already did that one. We did that one there. Find the measure of the third angle, which is pretty easy. We're going to go 180, because all angles of a triangle add up to that, minus 40, minus 74.6, and we're going to get that one to be 65.4 degrees. I'm going to write that in there. 0.4 degrees. All right, so now we need to find the side C using law of sines. So we're doing law of sines again. And so what we're going to do is I'm going to still continue using my sine 40 over 10 because that just makes it a little bit easier. And since we're doing sides, we're going to go ahead and flip the numbers. So we're going to do the side over sine of 40 equals the side, which we don't know, over sine of 65.4. We're going to then cross multiply. We already drew the angle, so we don't need that one. And so cross multiply, so we're going to get 10 sine 65.4 equals x sine 40. And knowing me, I like to get the variable by itself, so I'm going to divide both sides by sine 40. And I'm going to just plug it into the calculator, and you're going to get 14.1 centimeters. So this is 14.1 14.1 centimeters. Okay, and now we're going to find Jabari's approach is to now find what C is. Find C using law of cosines. Okay, we're going to do it using the law of cosine. And cosine is, if you don't remember it, I'm going to write it right here. Oops, let's do it in red. So we're finding C, so we're going to go C squared equals your other sides squared, each of them, minus 2, and then your other two sides, cosine, and the angle of the side you're looking for. Putting all that in, we don't know C. We're going to check to make sure it equals it. Equals 10 squared plus 15 squared minus 2, and then multiply your two sides, 10 and 15, and cosine of 65.4. You're going to put that all in, and then you're going to square root it. Okay, so find your answer, then take the square root, and we're going to get 14.14 centimeters, which is very similar to what we got on the other one. We just did that. We just rounded it a little bit. And that's how you're going to do this.